What I feel like is the bat of this reading is how we can ride the waves of the full moon like a surfer. We have been knocked out and swept sideways by the energy.
Literally slept for like 2 days straight. Baby insomnia has been my biggest pregnancy symptom, and I have just had to sleep like all day. Like I have nightmares about like epidurals and birth and all that stuff because I've never done it, and the unknown's terrifying. So I was like pushed him down. I was like, "You're ready to give birth!" I like took his legs. I pretended to do the version of a C-section. I pretended to do the version of a vaginal birth.
But this was like,
he just came
this
over.
wasn't just a ha ha ha, I'm going to pretend. It was like a full enactment. The card that came out was really interesting because it's a water sign. This card flew out of the deck as I was shuffling. You okay there?
She's kicking my ribs. I'm sorry. Like I'm sure if I lifted up, you could like see my stomach just being like.
She's kicking.
Whoa! Wait, put your hand here for a second. It's actually crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to Coffee and Crystals with me, Josh, and
me, Mindy.
Lovely to have you here. We are going to be doing a tarot card reading for the full moon, June 29th. We're a day behind time of
You know
filming.
why? We've been feeling the energies. They've been intense this one, so.
They have been super
We're not
intense.
behind. We're exactly where we're supposed
We're exactly where we're supposed to be. We've been riding it. But in terms of this reading, I was thinking it could be off the bat of the full moon and then into the month of July and what July has in store. Because I think, well, was the full moon intense for you guys? We have been knocked out and swept sideways by the energy.
Literally slept for like 2 days straight.
Mindy's been in a little cave, recovering, healing, and growing a little baby. So excuses are valid, but the energies have been changing and growing. And
Yeah, I've needed breakfast in bed. I've needed massages.
you need that anyway. But it's been intense, and I think it's because the full moon is a strawberry full moon. The Native Americans called it that because it's when the strawberries were fresh, and you could
Look
pick.
at me there.
Oh yeah, and you could pick the strawberries. Thanks for the reminder. And also it's in Capricorn and Cancer, this full moon. So I've got the little themes written here.
So way back in the day, this would be the harvest for strawberry. You know why that actually makes sense? Because you know the really beautiful church we live down the street from?
Yes.
They're doing that strawberry tea event.
Yeah, strawberry tea. It's
I
the
wonder if
time.
it's all in alignment for strawberry season.
It makes me think about the high seasons. It's just been the summer equinox. It's the longest day of the year. Like it's harder to sleep. I didn't sleep at all last night because of the full moon. Because you're supposed to be out dancing in the sunshine and just like feeling the experience of life.
But it's 30 plus degrees.
But it's 30 plus degrees
Nobody
in
dancing over
Canada. There is the heat wave. But the themes of this moon is Capricorn energy. So it's earthy and highly disciplined. Its focus is heavily on professional success. But it's polarized with the Cancer energy because it's Cancer's birthdays right now. So happy birthday to all the Cancer people out there. But it's watery and emotionally driven. So it emphasizes home, family, and heritage. So the balancing act is how we highlight our work-life equilibrium. So we blend public and private priorities. And I don't know about you, but my whole last month was just about that work-life balance. And it's now moving forward into that even more. So I think for us, it probably is for you guys. So we're going to tap into the themes and see what the tarot cards have to say about the month ahead. And
I'm just not going to stare at you when you look at me. I'm just going to extra stare this way.
Okay, thank you.
So you don't get the energy reciprocated. It's your training.
I need the prompts. I don't think I look at you too much. One card's just flown on the floor, so I've got to get that right now. I can't help it because you're so beautiful, Mins. But as I was shuffling these cards, I had the image of like a surfer riding waves. And that's sort of what I feel like is the bat of this reading, is how we can ride the waves of the full moon like a surfer. So you either have the chance to like catch that wave and surf it like this, or you can fall into the ocean, lose your balance, maybe a bit of both. But the card that came out was really interesting because it's a water sign. This card flew out of the deck as I was shuffling.
I feel like it's like the colors that hold up against my sleeve.
Yeah, it matches you. It's so beautiful. I love that.
I feel like that's how I've been in the past 2 days. I've had a plan with all of my business affairs that I need to accomplish, but yet I've just had to sleep. Baby insomnia has been my biggest pregnancy symptom, and I have just had to sleep like all day. And then today wasn't all day. Like yesterday I literally like don't think I went outside. Well, for an hour walk at the end of the day, which threw me under. But I had to battle all the guilt of all the work that I normal non-pregnant pre-pregnant Melinda would just be like powering through. All these invoices I've got to send out and all of these emails and taking care of Maurice, who's always drinking water, which I love.
We're talking about water, and now boy goes to drink some water.
God bless him. May you always drink water forever and ever, my baby. And so I've been battling the guilt of resting and being in the flow of the energies, and also just shifting to the limitations of like my old self, and also, you know, flowing into what that new day-to-day looks like, which is hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, really, you are Aquarius, but you do function with Capricorn. You are a natural leader. That energy is very loud for you. So I think the limitations of pregnancy is created that like buffering period for you to really yield to what your body needs and offer it, and that business mind is wearing away. But it's
a new identity forming.
Yeah,
scary.
I witnessed you on that journey, and you are navigating it with grace, and I can imagine it's equally beautiful but frustrating at times.
Yeah, like before we were pregnant, I had all these business like deadlines and things that had to be done, and now my body sometimes is like no.
Yeah.
And I have to just go with that and realize that my new shift coming up will require me to like not work for a bit, or work in like there'll be a while where it's a different job to just have this baby, and keeping her alive will be my biggest job. But then that in itself is like so foreign to me that I'm struggling with that part.
I think, I mean, you don't seem like you're struggling, but it makes me wonder with this card, which again we spoke about water, it could be the Cancer. It's when I think of a crab, there's a shell, and what's in it is like a deep emotion. So I wonder if the energy here is about a deep emotion emerging to the surface, like this is coming to air, but it's not fully formed yet. And it could be feelings that are polarized. It could be exactly what you're experiencing, and what there might be a conflict with a desire to step into leadership or take control of some business venture or something you really want to do, like be the leader of your own life, but there's an emotional battle. Something is emerging off the waves of this full moon. So as we do this reading, guys, like take what resonates for you. We unpick what the frequencies for us, and always encourage that self-reflection, like how it resonates. Take what lands and interpret it in your own way. It's just the conversation here. But I had it too. Like my work-life balance last month was so out of whack. I was getting angry.
I never see Josh.
I was getting so angry.
I've never seen that. And so I had to just be like, well, what can we do about it?
And it's because I didn't have the autonomy to take leadership of my own life in a way that I wanted to, because I was waiting for a certain qualification which would instigate and catapult me into a next chapter of my career. But I had to drop a day at work.
Burping on me. Sorry.
You burp away, baby.
But you've since then got your certification,
got the qualifications, and that's just purely a legal thing from moving to a new country. In the UK, fully qualified to work as a psychotherapist, but the Canada has a robust filtration system, which I think is actually good, because it means the people they approve are
good
qualified. But it was frustrating for me. It really pushed me to my limits. So I don't know if you remember last month's reading, it was the blue moon, where we had that card that was scary. And I just had the experience of that card, the 9 of Swords. Do you remember it? You're like, I don't like this card. So maybe it was off that. And now this is just so if last month anybody went through something like a hurdle, or there was a breakthrough, I think that this is the coming up for air. It's like the tough times are over. There's a new awareness. You okay there?
She's really kicking my ribs. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure if I lift it up, you could like see my stomach just being like,
she's kicking.
whoa, wait, put your hand here for a second. It's actually crazy. Of course, whenever Josh does this, she stops.
So there's so much happening, you know. For us, obviously, there's big birth, but this coming for air. It's, I think that this month with the summer is going to bring people into a new frequency of some form. Like something old has gone away with the blue moon energy, and the strawberry moon is like bringing the energy of the fruit is here.
I would like to say something though. Even though you felt angry and frustrated in that time, I find you to be so incredible how you have come to this country and like left your existing career that was already thriving and just all steam ahead to be with me and to start a family here and to live with Maurice and I. And, you know, just do what you have to do. And like that frustration, Maurice is burping too. That frustration is so valid because it's like, I always saw it like a bow and arrow. Like you had to go backwards to be slingshot ahead. And you just did it with such grace. But obviously toward the end, you're just like, why am I not exactly where I was? But I feel in some strange way that that's what I'm feeling now with just like the slingshot, like not backwards to be a mom, to then go back to my career and be a mom and integrate that. But it's we both had to go through those journeys. But I just want to say I find you so amazing that you've done that with grace and now evolved, and now you also have all of it. You have everything.
Well, I would do it again. I have always been an advocate for the heart and following it, and it led me across an ocean. It doesn't matter where I am, as long as I'm with you. That's what. Now I get to be a father, but that is the you know what people say, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, or is it? But for me, it felt like 1 step back, but 2 steps forward. In that process, yes, it served its purpose. I've made some great friends, but it also, like, you know how like a pipette drips. Like I had this like, oh, I know who I am and what I want to do. It really awoke within me my calling, which I always, not always, but I knew about, and then it made it so loud that I had to scream and fight for it. So now I have that day off from my day job. I can like elbow my way in and like keep building my private practice and align my frequency. Whenever you have
that fiery self, you always break through.
What? But you know,
always break through.
I share this so that the hardships, these moments, they form us. And I've been thinking a lot, again, we're rising to the surface. We are now being called to be parents, and it's how we choose to rise to it. And life brings challenges to us all, and we have the choice to rise to it or to be knocked down by it. And I've just been really meditating on that and thinking about that. Like there's no going back for us. Like we are gonna be parents, you know. We gotta rise to this challenge. This little girl's coming and
beating me up right now. But I was just thinking of like this might be TMI, we can get this out if not, but when at the beginning of like our journey of becoming even like together, there were so many times where my logical brain was like, no, we can't do that, you're so far away, it's impossible, blah blah blah, and like your Aries wrath of like, this is the way, you know it, blah blah blah. And it was like so attractive to me, but like I needed that fire to be like, right, of course, like what is a visa application and we'll figure it out. And it just felt scary and big at the time, but you saw very clearly. But it was through that like fiery self that I was like, you're right. And I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier.
But that's part of my learning is, again, leadership, right? And how we are our own leaders and trust ourselves. And there were times when I didn't trust what I was like, I feel crazy because the love was so big for you. But I had to burn through it. Like that fire was, you know, do we think, do we feel, or are those feelings given to us? Our thoughts, where do they come from? Like they're given, I believe there's a gift given from God. You know, these connections we make, it was like, there was no choice. There was no choice. It just was. And so I'm just thinking about how we reflect this back and understanding the capacity of one's power There's just like a theme here, isn't it? So maybe there is a stepping into power, that Capricorn energy, and if the Cancer energy, the emotion is an insecurity or a fear, or in the past maybe something stopped you from trying. It could be about stepping out of the shell, maybe.
Yeah, the stone that was picked with it too, it has the same colors in it.
Amazing themes. You want to talk about it now?
Nope.
No? Okay, let's move on. So that was the main themes, that card that we just drew. The red, I think it made me think about quite a lot already. So be very interested to see. We're going to look at the sort of spiritual hurdle for the month of June for the collective. So what do we need to be aware of? What's the hurdle? And when we say hurdle, it could be the challenge, but I always like to see it as a spiritual evolution card. How are you leveling up this month? How are you becoming the boss?
Oh, fine.
We got fire and air.
That's us.
That's us.
I'm an air sign.
Interesting. Fire and air. There again, there is the polarity here in the two of air.
We got that one last time too.
Yeah.
That card.
The tension. So the push and pull of a dynamic and finding the sweet spot. The page of fire, we've got 2 pages, and they're very, when they arrive in a reading, they really speak of the forming of something new. They make me think of a teenage energy. And when we're teenagers, we are developmentally going through a period of, we want to become our own person, and we start to rebel against society and our parents and find our way and carve our path. And it's the awakening of the hero within. So how we start to dream when we're teenagers, like, okay, so we might be children and know what's happening for us. But as a teenager, you're like, maybe I could be this. And so there's a feeling here about the emergence of dreams, connecting with the passion of a youthful side of the self that believes in the ability to go and get it. And the fire is just what we were talking about. The awakening of a creativity, the awakening of a passion. And then there is this push and pull of whether or not we go get it or not. So what are the limitations arriving for us this month? And how are we going to navigate stepping into that path to get it is basically what I get from that. But knowing we have the right to dream and it's emerging. But you're not at the level when you're a teenager. You also want to be respected, and but you don't know yourself. You're discovering yourself. You're re-meeting yourself. And at what age does mastery come? Mastery of anything. So there could be a period of learning, is how I interpret that.
But this card always makes me think that it's about perspective. Like one could see that as being zapped by the lightning, and one could see that as being like receiving power from those energies. So it depends on if you feel like a victim to it, or if you're going to rise to the challenge of it.
It could be that there are 2 ways to go.
Yeah.
It could be like, okay, this way or this way, but all paths lead to the same outcome. It makes me think about, I listened to a Jordan Peterson speech last week, I think, and he said he's debating whether or not God exists, and his argument in this was
I'm not strong enough to bring you in.
Oh, bring me in.
It's topped in.
Scientists debate. Scientists come up with an idea, and then they prove this idea, and they have to conceptualize how they got the idea through science. But his argument is, where does the idea come from? The spark. How do we even have the thought, the epiphany of maybe this is how the world is? Where does that come from? Is it just fate or chance, or I don't know, your neurons happening, or is it something like a lightning bolt moment? And then you've got to prove it through science if you're a scientist. I mean, everybody has their own personal relationship with faith or not. But when you said that, the lightning zap, that's what it made me think about. What do you think? Too profound, too deep, or?
Excuse me?
Did it go off the charts?
No. I think I'm gathering right now.
Yeah, you're gathering. I feel like I've just got all this information in me that wants to pour out today. And so I'm going to keep on pouring it out.
Great.
Let's see what
In the
comes.
past, I felt like I've tried to draw conclusions on the reading as it went because my intuition was probably like you're feeling now. I had the instinct, but now I'm just waiting to see what the cards will say. And then I think collectively the energies might come to me. And if not, maybe it's...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just a feeling.
And it's nice because I feel like I've been the other way around in the past. I've been the one...
Like, can you just hold on? Like that.
Yeah.
You never said anything.
No, but I've always been like, I'm really confused by this reading. What do you think? And then you've smacked it out of the park with this profound wisdom. And
Well, I'm not confused, just so you know.
no, I know you're not confused, but I have been like, but I've always said you are a very good tarot reader from these little tarot and chill sessions. So, cool. So that's the spiritual hurdle. What you do with your ideas, really. So let's have a look. Let's look at what's beneath the surface. Oh, the cards are flying everywhere. Bum, ba, bum. This is a cool card.
The Hangman?
It's the Hangman, yeah.
It's cool, and I don't think I've seen it in this deck before.
It's the feeling of being in limbo. That's what's beneath the surface, in between two stages of life. What once was is no longer, but what's coming hasn't formed yet. And we have to surrender to our, interesting because I spoke about power, but powerlessness. What will be, but it's about a real letting go. When we're in, what's the place between heaven and hell?
Purgatory.
When we're in purgatory, there's that feeling. It's a transitional liminal space, going through process of change, basically.
I feel like I'm in purgatory. I'm not yet a full mother,
But becoming.
but I've had to like pull back from being a full actress. You know, I'm like in the middle. Like I am all of it. I am still technically have a baby in me that I care for, but then I'm not fully there yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Phone never vibrates off. No phones allowed. I wonder if that will deepen your wisdom and knowledge of emotion.
What part?
Becoming a mother. And
Sure.
then it will impact in a positive way your
acting.
career and acting, because you will have a whole new array of characters you can step into and through a lived, embodied way. And guys, I'm like watching and witnessing Mindy becoming a mother already. And it's such a beautiful and holy journey for me to see her do this. Like, she speaks to our little girl and there's a relationship building and the intuition that's emerging for how to just take care and build that, like, oh, it's beautiful. So I'm quite enjoying this stage right now.
I was
really
laughing because every time in the early stages where I'd be retching, he'd be like, "You're so amazing," and I'd be like, and he'd be like, "You were just the best. Like you were so sweet in that journey." But thank you.
But no wonder this. No matter the symptom, you take it. You just take it in your stride.
Yeah.
You do.
Thank you. But what I was gonna say, even before the motherhood, is it's a very like vulnerable like thing that happens. Like my ego is like, I already felt like I did a lot of ego reform, but the process of becoming pregnancy is like really humbling. You know, like your digestive system works different. Like sometimes we'll be eating and I will full on burp so loud and like man burp, and I'm like, oh my god, like I never did that before. And like it's just because you just don't have the space, and there's like your uterus is huge and everything, like, and all of a sudden you're like, well, thank god we're in love. Or I'm just like crying because I'm so bloated, or I need him to like help crack my back, or like just all this stuff that, you know, sometimes I can look back to my younger journey as an actress and you feel like you have to be all put together and proper. And, you know, vulnerability was something that I think I learned in my training after years of being full-time network acting, that makes people connect to you. And I find that the more real and raw I get with just expressing this, the more people are like, oh, I didn't even know that that was what it was like. I'm like, yeah, did you know this? Like, that's not how it is in movies. So I feel excited to what this will do to my emotional access, because I already feel expanded in every way, like in a literal way as well.
But I've noticed you have...
And I shake my butt a lot more.
You shake your butt.
I finally have one.
You shake your booty all the time. But you have just... Not that you were ever not relaxed, but you have let... I don't want to say let go, because that sounds
running
bad.
around naked and now my clothes fit.
But you found a way of just being more comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. I find that so attractive. Like the fact that you feel safe enough to burp around me, and you don't have a choice.
But I'm like,
it's nice to see in terms of an... I don't want to... If I like, there's an ease which you always had. You've always had that ease, but it's more easing.
Good. That's nice.
It's nice. Like, it's honestly witnessing you transform in this period is beautiful. And I know that I have the privilege of I don't have the physical shift, so
yeah, you're
it's easy
the
for me.
Skinniest one in the family.
It's easier for me. Every pound you gain, I gain a pound. But it's easier for me to say that, I guess, because you have the real physical journey here. But you know, as your husband, I am really proud of you. I am so proud of you. You made me cry, and I just think it was such a beautiful journey, and I think that is the Cancer energy as well, is taking the shell off. You know, so where
Imagine what happens in 3 months.
But where's the vulnerability? Where
There's gonna be... No, wait, pause for a second. The other day I literally like... He was like, this is like drama therapy.
Oh my god. No.
Can I tell
Yeah, you can.
I just like had it in me to like make sure he understood my fears of what all the... Like, I have nightmares about like epidurals and birth and all that stuff because I've never done it, and the unknown's terrifying. So I was like, pushed him down. I was like, you're ready to give birth. I like took his legs. I pretended to do the version of a C-section. I pretended to do the version of a vaginal birth.
This was like...
He just came
this
over.
This wasn't just a I'm going to pretend. It was like a full enactment. Like, she was method acting there, like pretending to drill my stomach open. Making the sound effect with a crystal. I was there like... I think I was like exhausted. I was like overtired, so I couldn't defend myself. I was like, no, I don't like it. You see how it feels? You see how it feels? She's like, oh, just gonna have a look at your vagina. Oh, just gonna pull this out. Oh,
a random stranger who's gonna stick their hands up you.
I was like, I understand. I'm so sorry, and I got really sad for you. Like,
I cried at the end, and you were like, this is some weird drama.
It was drama therapy. I was like, what's the projections happening here? What's going down?
And it was like the fact that, like, I just want you to know how scary it is that some random man or woman or team or people are gonna come in and they have to like spread your legs open when they want to and stick their hands up you, and then a baby comes out to you, and then it's gonna hurt, and then they stick a needle in your back, and you know how I am with needles, and all this stuff, and I just wanted you to feel the pain.
No, but it's scary. That is a scary process. Huh?
Are we scared?
Yeah, we're scared. Like, of course we're scared. How can one not be scared approaching parenthood for the first time? Like, it's beautiful.
As scared as me.
Yeah,
I did that.
I am.
I took a crystal and directed across his stomach.
She did.
Citrine.
But like,
he didn't have a C-section scar though.
No, just emotional. But it is, of course. I think if people tell you they're not scared, like, oh, there's the beauty. There's so much nuance in this journey.
I want to be one of those women who's like, it's all just gonna... You're just beautiful and...
Yeah, but
like, I'm not there yet. Maybe after.
But it's a rite of passage, and how we rise to it. We hold hands and we walk through that fire together, and you know. But I have been thinking about challenges a lot this month, and with the work I've been doing with all my clients, this theme has come up where, in their own ways, stepping into something is happening, and then there's like the anxiety thought or doubt or a limitation, a limiting belief comes in, and do we listen to that and let it rule us, or do we go, okay, that is there, but I'm going to rise to this and smash it out of the park. And I'm just connecting that to the moon that we're talking about with Cancer and the leadership of Capricorn. It's like, how long can we play that story of not rising to the occasion? Like, it's glorious to rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
It's meaningful. It creates something to strive towards, and also learning. And it's weird, like, for us the theme is parenthood, but we're kind of teens approaching this, like, oh my goodness.
I was saying to someone the other day, I can't believe I'm having a teen pregnancy in my 30s.
Yeah, right?
I feel like, it's like, oh my God, why are people congratulating me? I'm not getting in trouble. And they're like, right, I should be old enough, but I don't quite feel that way.
No. And we will learn and we'll grow and we will make mistakes and we will learn from it, but do our best to be good parents and raise our child to be mindful and emotionally intuitive and playful.
Sorry, she's kicking me up so much.
She's here now. There's 3 of us in this reading, you know. But I just think there's something in this reading about limiting beliefs and saying goodbye to them.
Yeah.
Or honouring that they're there, but not letting them rule you. Self-power. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at what is coming in from above. The guidance, the wisdom, the advice.
Surrender.
Surrender. Surrender. Do you know that song?
No.
Let's see. No, I don't know that song. What advice? What advice? 6 of water.
That's nice.
It's very
playful.
Cancer energy, isn't it? Like,
is that woman happy? She's holding her stomach the way I'm holding mine.
oh look, she's pregnant.
Oh yeah.
And
Is
there's children running into the distance. This card reminds me of nostalgia. Looking into the past and seeing what was, saying goodbye and thank you to the lessons, not bringing it with you, but holding on to the gold. But it's making me think about holding on to a playful energy, and innocence, not taking it all so seriously.
Yeah.
Like, we've spoken about huge themes: leadership, emotion, becoming. But how can we play in the middle of all of that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think how we can play right now.
What comes to mind for me is the fact that in my head, like we were just talking about how sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'm a teen mom. But in my head, I'm like, what does a parent act like? Are they just serious all the time? Or, you know, my wish, because you and I are so silly and playful by nature, like we nonstop laugh and all this stuff. And I feel like in my head, there's this idea of what like a parent should be like. But I hope that we never lose our play. And like the other day when you were being my hands and we were being so silly but doing that thing, I was like, this poor little girl is coming into the world being like, I chose y'all clowns to be my mom and dad. But I just hope we never lose that.
Yeah.
And that our ability to play inspires her to play.
Yeah.
And even when I coach a lot of actors, and I always work with the youth, and my job is to nurture their sense of imagination and their connection to their creativity. And they always remind me of why I ever even started in the first place. So I see it as a cycle. But even when times get hard, I can understand why parents like forget to play or can't play if you're stressed or you're sick or you're tired.
Yeah.
But there's something really healing for me. This is why I've chosen to be an actress, because to play, to act, to dance, to sing, to just use my imagination and step into a different world, like that has always been my healing and my medicine and my connection to story and processing.
Yeah. I wonder if play is our natural state.
It's my natural state.
When do we stop playing? It's part of growing up. Somewhere along the lines we stop playing. And it's the same in my line of work, drama therapy, how I connect adults with their play.
Oh, sorry.
Their ability to connect with their imagination is exactly the same.
But it depends on what you do. Like if you're like a banker full-time, then that's not your job, is not to to play.
But we used to have this rule where we were saying, like, even if we're bickering, we had this song where I would go butter, 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 and Mindy would have to dance.
Be pissed.
She'd be like, angry, and I'd make a beat and beatbox really badly. And like, it just happened through us playing, and then we were like, let's have it that if ever we're bickering or we forget, one of us can just say that.
And you can't not dance.
Butter, 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 and you can't not dance. And it.
We haven't bickering in a while then, because we haven't played that in a while.
We haven't, yeah. That was a different phase, I think. We haven't had the butter phase in a while.
I
But
forgot about that.
it's about it's about like not being taking oneself so seriously.
Yeah, and I think that can, God willing, I've seen where it never goes away. Like my this is funny, but my grandmother was an actress, and I have this vivid memory of like going to her house in Guyana when I was like 5 or something. I don't know, 3 or 5. Must have been like 5. And I was playing like Connect 4 in her living room, and she had just gotten out of the shower and she was wrapped in her towel, and she just like she said, "Hey Mindy," and I turned around and she went like this, and she flashed me, and I went, "Mom, Grandma flashed me," and she just ran away laughing to her room. And then my mom was like, "Yeah, that's your grandma. I don't know what to tell you," but she was
so good.
She was a playful actress who never lost her. Like, it was obviously not freaky and weird. It was just like, she just had an instinct to make me laugh.
Form.
Not even. She just wanted to see my horror in my face. And I was like, because I don't even think my mom is like that. My mom definitely has her.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber is her favorite movie. Yeah. We just want to.
I can't wait to watch that with her.
She knows every line. That's to the point where I'm like, let them talk. Yeah. But my point is, I've seen older people not lose it, and that's my blueprint. That's my inspiration.
When I'm working with my clients, and if they struggle to connect with their play, because obviously it feels weird to even play on your own.
I got it, Maurice, my dog.
Well, but some people don't have that luxury. And what I always do is I say, pick your favorite song.
Dance.
And even if it's just seeing how your little finger wants to dance, so you don't even have to do it, and then you let that move in beat, and slowly the finger you give it autonomy to guide you around the room and become curious. So you're not thinking from the perspective of your head, oh, this is silly, but it's like, oh, my head thinks this is silly, but my finger's really interested in the texture on the wall. And so you find yourself moving in different shapes to your favorite song. And then, interestingly, as your body begins to morph and relax, stories start to emerge. Like the shape you're in might take you back to a childhood memory or an experience, and suddenly you dance with the story, you dance with what's present. And I was speaking with my good friend Eve, who's another drama therapist, and she reminded me, like, she does movement therapy, and she was telling me the story, and I was like, oh my god, the stories that emerge through dance. And then I realized from that I forgot about my connection with dance. So
the other day, it was yesterday too.
It was yesterday morning. The full moon was
tribal music, and like all I could smell was like Palo Santo, and I was like, I couldn't like hear stomping, but I could just feel the energy.
I was breathing.
Josh came in and he said, "Good morning, hi."
The full moon like awoke a fear.
He's like, "Here's breakfast and bed."
I was like, whoa, and it wasn't tribal. It was Indian ragas. And I was
like, I was having a dance.
I was dancing with goddess Lakshmi energy, and I was working with abundance, and because I felt the feelings of lack, and I wanted to flip to the polarity of that. So again, full moon was there. It was yesterday was the full moon. I was in the Cancer energy of the emotion, but I really recommend it, guys. Turn on your favorite song and have a little boogie. Should we do it now? We're not going to do it now.
We can always do it now, so we should probably not, for the sake of getting
for the sake of everyone. Yeah.
I've seen you do that little finger dance with my nephew, who was like, I don't dance.
Yeah.
And then I remember you did that, and by the end he was like fully in Uno, playing and dancing when we made that one of the rules, and I thought that was so cool because his thing was that he didn't dance, and then he did toward the end, and I thought, wow, none of us were convinced that he would dance, and then he did.
He did, and he was loving it as well. So cute, so cute. So I share that story purely because a hard feeling where it feels like there's not enough or something's missing within, if you notice that feeling, we have the capacity to connect with the opposite feeling. And so through play and through dance, you can transform it. And so I was able to catch that and go, not today. I took leadership of that thought, flicked it away. I'm tired of that. I don't want that frequency even to crop in. So danced with the story of it and released it. And that really worked. Powerful. I really want to move my practice to work with adults to do that at some point soon. It's in the works. The silence is making me think. Move on to the next card, Josh.
No. I was just thinking of how I didn't want it to be like, and me, but I was reflecting. I was internalizing. Are you okay with that? I could have a private thought. Have nothing private anymore.
We're married, yeah. You can't have private thoughts.
Well, I didn't want to make this all about me, but, since you've asked, I was just thinking how, since I was born, I was just put into dancing. It was, classical ballet and then hip hop, but I always felt like I had the access to the polarity of like really, tight ballet movements was just restrictive and internal and introspective. You tuck your butt, you have to have perfect posture, your neck's up, you have to have soft fingers but harsh, whatever. And then you have hip hop where it's very like, and you get down and you have beats and you're just moving. But when I translated that to acting, I had no acting training, but it was the ability to have the expression within myself that made me put the words and storytelling into action without knowing like the technical aspects of acting, which I learned later. But I really think acting, dance, without knowing that it was like part of drama therapy, was always my expression and my sense of like just communicating without words.
You always had the connection with it, hey? Yeah, I really didn't. I used to hate it until I trained, and then it opened up so much repressed feelings within me.
I know, I remember.
And it was through that I was able to
I love just
heal.
like telling people about you, because I think it's funny, but when in the era where I was like, I don't know if we could do this whole long distance thing, dude. He would go to these 5 rhythms dance off things which I never even heard about. And I'd be like, what did you do today? He'd be like, I went dancing. I'd be like, I went to a club. And he'd be like, no, I was rage dancing. And I was like trying to picture that. And it was one day I was like, can you show me? And then you just showed me what like your angry dancing was like in like a room of sober, dark room of just like adults just like expressing themselves, which I still cannot.
It's hilarious to think about. Like,
I literally was hilarious. Like, what a weirdo. But now
hilarious.
I find that so cool of you, but it's just funny because that thought never.
But I find it magic because I close my eyes and I move and a story emerges. I get like a vision.
Show me your example of that dance from that time. Really?
I don't know. It's hard to do.
No, you have to do it. Show us some more.
There's no music.
Boom, 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 boom. She doesn't want me. She said she's too far away.
She's just gone for really far. Go, ah!
Really? And then people just look. Oh, it's probably dark, right?
It's dark, but everyone's making weird grunting noises. But beyond the anger, like even now, it's if there's a feeling of anxiety because you're overthinking a conversation that you had with somebody. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Or why did I say that? Just through like closing my eyes and dancing, I can dance with the feeling and sort of energetically collect it and then throw it away through dance, like through the.
Whoa, I just realized something.
What did you just realize?
Since I got pregnant, I've been booty popping a lot more.
What do you think that means?
I was gonna ask you. I'm unlocking my hips to be childbearing hips. When before I was like, in ballet you get yelled at if you dare move a hip, if you have one, I've always been like conditioned to tuck your butt. And even though I'm Caribbean West Indian, my parents were like, you will never dance like that. Yeah, I literally would go and be like, how do people dance like that? And they'd be like, that's not for you guys to do. You can let them whine and go low, but that's not you. So I would often feel like disconnected to like the culture in dancing like that, because obviously like very sexualized. And not that that was what was not allowed. It was just the fact that like it was against everything I had learned in classical point ballet. So now it's so funny that I'm always like, Josh posted a video of
all our vlogs
YouTube today where I was like, I think I flashed my butt at you from atop I was on a balcony and I was like, this is a good time to show you the full moon.
But I wonder I wonder if
Which I would have never done before.
No, you never would have done, but I think that's what like your transformation into motherhood is bringing. And like the wiggling of the booty is such a freeing thing. You like, if you speak ballet, it's like uptight, and this is like a like there's a
lowering the energy until I have to like push out a baby.
Yeah, but on a psychological level, there's the liberation of I can move in my body that is growing.
Well, I have a bigger body
divine
now. I never
feminine
had
energy,
anything.
And like I'm relaxed in me, like whoever I'm becoming. There's like a relaxed energy in you're embodying a new wave of relaxedness.
I also feel like as an air sign, I feel very light. I was always like underweight. Not that this has anything to do with it. I actually find it a joy to be expanding and gaining weight, being my heaviest. But I feel like I was always on my tippy toes walking. And that's why my parents even ever put me in ballet as a 3-year-old. And I always felt super light, like I never had anything to ground me down. And even ask anybody who knows me, they'll always be like, put your heels on the ground, put your heels on the ground. Like I'm forever walking on my tippy toes. That's why heels are so easy for me to run in, but I trip in flats.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm heavier, I feel grounded, and I feel like it does feel like it's fun to just feel grounded on earth. I just didn't have that.
Yeah.
I naturally was like light and floaty and tippy toed, like ready to go back to space as an Aquarius air sign, but now I feel very much so. Yeah. Heavy on earth.
There's like a real journey, isn't there, about how one can be spiritual in a material existence, and we are learning like the ropes of being on earth. And some people seem to just know that so easy peasy, but it's been a learning and an integration, and bringing a child in really is grounding us into that. And then how we can stay connected to the spiritual practice, but be in the material trajectory. And
it's almost like our spiritual lesson is to do earth right now. To look through like 5 different types of breast pumps, and which stroller is the best, and which like bassinet, and just all the things that we've been learning, which like before this we could just like sit in meditation forever and just never have to do any of this stuff. And now we're like, there's a member of our tribe coming and we've got to be prepared and get all these things for her aligned.
But there's a joy to that, isn't there? There's a joy to them, like there's a joy to having a healthy relationship with finance. There's a joy to wanting to get everything in order, to nest, to create a good, and so that is spiritual.
Yeah, but she's inspiring me to do that.
Yeah, I sent it to you, but I'm going to read it now because it's feels relevant to this conversation. I sent you a post, a Goddess Lakshmi post, and it said this. Beautiful music. It says, I've heard that the final stage of spirituality is going back to materialism without attachment. What does that really mean, and how do I follow that? And then the answer is, it does not mean becoming materialistic again. It means no longer running away from the material world. When you begin your spiritual journey, you think freedom comes by leaving everything behind. But true freedom comes when you are living your normal life, but you are no longer too attached to anything materialistic.
Wow.
So, just to finish, because I think it's beautiful, most people think I only appear as money, but I also come as good health, wisdom that guides you, loving relationships, and the spiritual knowledge that helps you evolve. Money is only one expression of my blessings. When you live your worldly life consciously while continuing to grow spiritually, that is where I truly reside.
Oof. I feel like we're like getting there.
And yeah, I feel like we're aligning.
Before, like my Chanel purses would make me like...
Just to give credit, this is from an Instagram page called Conscious Living 117. No, 117. So thank you. And I just want to say, Goddess Lakshmi is, for anybody who might not know of her,
the Hindu goddess of wealth and abundance. But yeah, before, I think my things would have a chokehold on me and they would help me with my identity. But that was very much so the teenager energy that we were talking about. Like the driving force would be like then I buy this purse and then I feel better after every production. I'd be like, well, time to go buy a new designer. Like that was my reward thing. And now I find myself like, we just went away to UK and I didn't even bring any of my designer bags. I just like had other ones that were nice, properly built, but they weren't my like most lavish or my most expensive because I just didn't want to bring those, which is so interesting.
Because you just have a way.
Yeah.
Just have a way of existing and being with and allowing, and
I have it.
None of these things define us. But then I'm learning with you how dressing nicely does change my mood. Like I feel better, I feel more present. So there's a spiritual art in stylizing yourself, but then not being obsessed by the brands and stuff.
Yeah. We prioritize good fabrics.
Yeah.
We shop just intensely on good fabric and good fit and cut.
Yeah.
And since he's moved to Canada,
I used to look like Oliver Twist, didn't I?
What did Oliver Twist look like?
A little orphan boy. Don't pull my chest
hair.
hair.
Oh my god, that's a really long hair.
It's my one chest hair.
Is that really? No, but like, why is that long?
It's called Larry. That's not really.
Give me scissors.
You ain't cutting it right now.
Can I pull it?
Not right now. I'm
really?
shy. Yeah,
sorry.
Really. Yeah, we're in public, Mindy. We're in public, my love.
Sorry, I just thought it was like my hair. Ow! We're not in public. Butter. My back hurts.
All right, we're nearly finished.
No, I'm happy to do this.
Yeah, I know you're happy. My back hurt me.
My back hurt me bad.
My back hurt me bad. So the final card where we're going is the Seven of Earth.
Ooh, I like that card. It reminds me of this.
Not that. No, just that. Yeah.
I was also in choir. That's beautiful.
Is there any people willing to sign her singer? She's got an amazing voice.
One note. Remember I laid like that yesterday. I was like, do I look good right now?
She was like, pay me like one of your Guyanese girls. And I was like, you're my only Guyanese girl, right? But what does it remind you of then? What do you like about it?
It reminds me of like that dream I had yesterday. I had a really beautiful dream where I was covered in a new set of marquee diamonds. And when I but when I looked up the dream analysis of that, it was just like obviously the shape of it, but one of the interpretations of it is like the shape of the marquee sideways is like the eye. It's like your intuition's coming in, you're expanding. But the way the sun is in that same shape. And she's like receiving this energy, and like this is literally how I was laying all day because I didn't actually get out of bed yesterday. And I just remember like my stomach was hanging over. I like had to keep fixing it back because it hurt so much. I'm not used to being so like disconnected from my body, but I just surrendered to the fact that like my brain was so bored and I had so many work things to do, but that my job in that day was just to sit and receive the downloads of the full moon energy.
Interesting.
And I feel like that's what that is to me.
That's beautiful, because that card came out and I was like, why is this card here? And I like your interpretation, so I'm going to leave it on that. It's like I guess we started this reading talking about the limitations of the body, or to make it more general, the limitations. But what happens if we yield and allow the information, the ideas, the downloads, and soak in the rays of it, and go and be in the fields and eat strawberries and lie in the sunshine and
just not know, and just see what comes in, which is how we said this reading would go at the beginning.
Oh, Mindy, is it all right to not know? I don't know. I've got to know everything.
Well, the Aquarius slogan is "I know," and I think recently what I've learned is that it's so cool not to know, because I used to take on too much responsibility and think that I had to know the answer, like this naive teen energy. I felt like I had to know everything, or that I should know everything, or I'd make it up, or I'd speak before even hearing the question fully. And I think now, even there's been times where I'm just processing and thinking, and you've been like, I'm going to take your silence as this, and I've been like, no, there's no additional thoughts there. I'm just thinking and processing, which I think the old Mindy would have just been like, blah, 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 let me just output. but there's a new shift that I feel like I'm just open to receiving, because there's so much of my life in this moment where I just don't know. I don't know what's happening to my body every day. I don't know what's to come in 3 months when our daughter is here. But I just have to say, I don't know, and just wait for intuition to come in.
It's so funny. Beautiful. But it's like those silences, and then my response is purely like a trauma reaction.
Yeah, you have fear when I don't speak, and I'm like...
But it's nothing because of you.
No, I know.
It's literally nothing because of you. I am like, oh, something's wrong. She's quiet. Like, oh, I have to inquire. So that is a limiting thing that I can address and keep on working on. She's good at reminding me of these things. Yeah, yeah.
And the crystal that we've chosen today, would you like to show it? Diamonds, gold, and what shape? It's not quite a marquee, actually. It's an oval. Aquamarine. No, it's not aquamarine. Is it aquamarine?
Yeah, it's aquamarine. That's what you said it was.
Aquamarine or blue topaz. No, that's not my blue topaz. That is aquamarine.
It really matches all the colours of the reading.
It's surrounded by a halo of diamonds and a basket setting. Did you know that that's what that setting's called? If you hold it off to the side.
This is a basket setting.
Yeah, it is.
What are the qualities of this specific diamond?
I always feel like it's like expansive for intuition. It's very calming. It reminds me of like the ocean. I always wear it when I'm wearing like blues. I think it's really relaxing. It actually reminds me of this energy here. Do you hold up, little lady? Of just yielding and just expanding your intuition. And I feel like it's a really beautiful stone. Like that's like a daytime cocktail ring. I wouldn't wear that necessarily up to like nighttime dinners. I usually wear like deeper stones for that. Like, you know, like my dark chocolate diamonds and rubies and things like that. Deep amethyst. But there's like a daytime thinker stone. That's my intuition. That. What does it actually say? Why don't you Google it? That's just what I have always interpreted.
I love that analysis.
Hello, baby. We're gonna go to the beach in a moment.
Because it connects with everything we've been saying. You said something really profound at the end there about yielding, and like it connects with not knowing but allowing the intuition to guide you. Aquamarine.
Yep.
Qualities. Doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
Exceptional clarity, high durability, and brilliant glassy luster.
I think you have to look up metaphysical properties.
Oh, that's a good word.
It's my favorite word.
Soothing anxiety, clearing emotional baggage, and unblocking the throat chakra to promote clear, truthful communication. We'll take it. We'll take it.
I just want to say, it's the durability on like the practical side of things. It was hard on the Mo scale, which is like the fragility of the stone. So sometimes some soft stones underwater can like break apart, and you wouldn't necessarily, like diamonds are really hard. That's why they say diamonds are forever. But I've noticed that in like the spiritual community, or in the more just if this matches your frequency more, this could be a stone that one would use daily and wear daily. That's why I have it set in like gold and diamonds. Now I wouldn't do that with like a ton of my stones, but this is one that you can have on you daily. So I think it's nice to just walk around with like an anxiety shield, or something for clearing emotions, or for communication, or that's communication, right?
Yeah, throat chakra.
Enhancement of knowledge, it's saying. So this is one that if you're looking to invest in a piece, I don't have a swipe up code or anything, but this is one that I find I travel with often, along with my engagement ring and my wedding ring and stuff like that.
That's a beautiful stone. Makes me think about speaking truths, and also speaking truths to self. And it's just been the themes of this. Knowing when to yield, knowing when to push, knowing when to wait.
This next little chapter is
next little chapter.
In 3 months we'll have a little girl to...
She'll be here. I was wondering if we finish with a card. We have 2 decks there, and you can pick whichever one you feel drawn to. I've got the dragon and I've got the Rumi.
I'm feeling it, dragon.
Going for the dragon. You're gonna pick it? Oh, so she's swiping, she's going in.
Ooh.
want to read it?
Golden Christed dragon brings you higher love so that you embody Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional.
Wow.
We love Christ energy.
We love Christ energy, Christ consciousness. It's a way of aspiring to be, isn't it? Really.
I remember my dad would always be like, we're Hindu, you know, our Hindu family, Guyanese Hindu, but he used to, like, when he was a kid, run away to Bible camp. So he always had these like big Christian verses and songs and passages that he would instill. And I remember growing up being like, so what are we?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, we are everything and nothing at the same time. And so it's Christ consciousness is always, even us, we met in the church.
We met in the church.
For our friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Not that we spoke that, but.
Yeah, no,
we
but it's
met
true.
in church.
It's always had a thing, and I too have been very guided to Christ. Like, I'm Jewish by heritage and religion, but there's been different energies. All is one. Christ, the Hindu deities have been very profound and healing for me, and so has Buddhism. And so that is spirituality for me, is taking the lessons of all the teachers and working with what works for one. Coexist. And you know, the word Christ might have activated something in you. It's interesting to sit with that.
So go figure that out.
Sit with it, you know, and you can build your own relationship with that. It's not for us to say. So brings you higher, but I think
That's beside this one.
Oh yeah, but I just think that it's beautiful that it says brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. So higher love, and that is the gift of this. And on that note,
My dog is kicking the crap out of me.
that is the higher love. We're gonna love you and leave you.
Oh, I want to mention one more thing.
Oh, I say.
We're not sponsored, but our coffee of the day, which you didn't see because it's our second actually. We had Tim Hortons iced caps because it's like 30 plus degrees today. So,
and
coffee and crystals.
Englishman approved. They're very good.
Yeah, and we have ketchup chips over there. But we'll talk about that.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
bye.
See you in the next one. Bye.